Look at that big old yellow birch tree. That is a big one. Okay, folks, I'm heading in to that big old giant cellar hole I found a while back. But on the way in, I'm going to check this lily patch here for signs. And there's another one over there I'll check, smaller one. Now this, I believe, is the 5th video in this series concerning this cellar hole in this location. Very interesting location. If you haven't seen the other ones, go on my page and click the tab that takes you into the playlist, and I got a separate playlist just for this site. So if you want to check out the other videos, right from the very beginning when Jane and I found it and documenting everything that we found up to this point, including a drawing of a map of the layout, you can check that out. I'll get you back up on the next clip. Don't go anywhere. Where are we headed to, driver?
No man's land.
Oh, okay, they're going then. We got a damn good show for you tonight. What do you say, Jane?
Yeah, we got a damn good show. Let's get her done.
All right. Okay, people, so while probing around over in that patch of lilies, I picked up this piece here under the leaves. And see how that's cut flat across there and then broken. There's a piece of yellow glass, almost like window pane glass, and I found this scattered in different areas around the site here. Now, why would that be scattered around in different areas? What is it from? Like, what is it? Is it from a window pane? It's almost like stained glass or something. It's got that whittled look to it, if you know what I mean. See how it's all bumpy and wavy? Why is that scattered around the area? This place is a mystery. Okay, got a detector signal at the base of this big boulder here. And it was a piece of barrel ring. Okay, so I'm still in the lily patch here. I got a signal, scratched around a bit, and look what I scratched up. An old tool top to a bottle. Looks like some sort of liniment bottle, possibly, or medicine. Okay, so that's a good sign. So, as we suspect it, there's quite possibly some stuff in here. Let's keep going. So, although those lily patches were providing lots of detector signals, there wasn't much for glass coming out. Just a couple shards is all I found. So I moved over into this section here, which is eastward. And I've been detecting around these big boulders and rocks and stuff, but so far I've got no signals down in amongst them, so I think this is a lost cause. Here in this section, I'm going to head back over towards the lily patches. Okay, viewers, if you're a regular viewer of mine, you see me do this sort of thing all the time with the detector. I'm using the detector to try to find like a patch of metal, and lots of times if you find a big patch of metal, there'll be bottles mixed in with it on these old sites. So that's the purpose of using the metal detector. Now, it's not a real fancy metal detector by any means. It's not the cheapest one you can get, but it's less than a couple $100. So remember, I'm not necessarily looking for like old coins or anything valuable. I'm just looking for signs of a big patch of metal. That's what I'm doing. For you new viewers that are kind of wondering, what the heck is this guy doing? That's what I'm doing. All right. Let's keep looking. We're on the hunt. Okay, so I made my way back to this big yellow birch tree. It's detecting right underneath it. You can hear there's a signal there. So I'm scratching around, and I did find something in here. Let me move that away from my shovel. Looks like the bottom to a bottle. No, it's the top. You see that? I wonder if it's broken or if it's... What the heck? Check it out. It's an old pop shop bottle. We've got the diamonds all around the shoulder area there. No deposit, no return, I'd say. What that is, that's what it looks like. Or return for refund. Return for deposit, it says. Ugh. Well, I'm looking for something a little bit older. Kind of a cool bottle, though. Okay, viewers, I think I'm done with this lily patch here, but I just wanted to mention something. Cellar hole's just up there. I am on the north side of the cellar hole, which is also on a hill here. So I suspect this is actually the back of the house. Now, in the olden days, when they built their farmhouses or whatever, they generally, 95% of the time, would be facing the south sun, right? So that's between that and this being on an incline back here. I would definitely say this is the back side of the house. So that being said, I suspect that if there was a privy, it would probably be back here somewhere, which may explain all these lilies back here, these flowering plants, or maybe over on the east side of the house where there's all that debris over there as well. I don't know, just something to think about. We'll go up and have a look at that cellar hole here in a minute. Okay, well, I was heading into that tool shed section before we go and check out the cellar hole. Do a little digging around there. Always want to do a little bit of everything when I'm here. And I got a signal down underneath this old burnt out stump by the looks of it. Looks like it burnt anyways. Right here. I'm not 100% certain, but I would say that's an axe head, maybe a double header. A double header, aka double bit. It is. Look at that. There you go. So that's a couple of those I got out of the site so far. Yeah, right underneath this. Right underneath this old big old stump here. There's actually three, I think. There, three old stumps there, all burnt out. And there's another one standing up over there. All right, so cool. Got a double bitted axe head. Okay, viewers, so I got another signal just beyond where that axe head come out. And check it out. So it's left to an old knife, but it's got either a bone or an antler handle on it. Most likely bone, I want to say. Probably a bone handle. That side there seen a little better days. It's getting a little crusty, but that side there is nice. Yeah, check it out. You never know what you're going to get out of here. These places are always full of interesting stuff. So perhaps this guy was chopping this tree down and broke the handle on his double-bitted axe and wanted to finish the job with the old kitchen steak knife. Who knows? I just made that part up, folks, but check it out. Cool find. Lots of times on these old sites, if you're exploring them, you'll find like these barrel rings and wagon wheel rims all stacked up somewhere, up against a tree or something. Good indication that somebody's been here. I just put these ones here myself. Look at this big old winder handle there for something. Just dug up down the corner of these rocks here, along this rock wall. This here's the tool shed section here. I'm gonna dig around here for a bit. Oh, there's another old applied lip top just come out. Down in there. Still in this tool shed section here. So if I do find something, not broken, it'll probably be a good one. Okay, so I got this thing here sticking up out of the ground. Thought I'd get you up while I pull it out. Makes it something interesting. If I can pull it out. Yes, look. It's like another one of those andirons. Check it out. I dug one out of here last time I was here, but it was different. Let me get it. It's right over here. Oh, there's the one from last dig. And here's, geez, this one's got a nice, probably brass ball on the top of it. Yeah, I'd say that's brass. Look at it. Wow. Okay, cool. A lot heavier duty, fancier. Got some fancy on it. Nice. Let me flip you around. Get a better look at it this way. Maybe. Yeah, look at that ball. Okay. Check out the feet. Well, when you're in the woods alone like this, folks, digging and on one of these sites and exploring around, you get thinking about things. And I was just thinking about this big uprooted tree here. Now that was growing right on when it first started on the outside of that rock wall here to this tool shed. Okay, now it's since toppled over and the roots and everything are all down into the tool shed here, but that's a big old tree. That's got to be at least 100 years old. So I don't think this place was inhabited in the 1950s. Maybe even the 1920s might be pushing it. Anyways, look at this. I just scratched up down here along this rock wall. Shards to what looked like it would have been an old amber coffin flask, is what it looks like to me. Let's keep going. Yeah, that's old. That's the part of the base there. So, just dug up this interesting topper to some doodad. Nice iron piece. Fancy. Any ideas? Put in the comments below. Well, somebody's messaging me about bottles, so I'm going to get out of here for today. I think I got enough footage anyways for a video. I don't want to leave, but if I stayed, I could get enough footage probably for 2 videos. But here's some of the stuff I dug up here today. Just right here along this wall in the tool shed. A lot of little iron pieces. There's a bunch more over there. This here green bottle, probably a beer bottle, but it's more modern, probably from the 50s or 60s. And I think it was probably thrown in here by a hunter. Somebody sitting in here waiting for a deer to cross paths. And I just noticed, look at that great big pine tree there. Oh, that is a big one. That's got to be 4 feet in diameter down there around the base. Alright, so I'm going to get out here. But before I do, I'm going to head over and show you the cellar hole in case you haven't seen that, as I promised I'd do. Don't go anywhere. Hang tight. Okay, guys and gals, so here we are. Currently, we are on the east side of the structure. And we're heading west. That's south, in case you can't figure it out. And that's north, where the lily pads were down over the bank there. Let's go in. This is some sort of entrance here. And then there appears to be another entrance over in here. And you can even see the steps there coming down in from the west side. Here's the basement to the chimney here. Look at these Look at this. This is old. This is all dry stack stone. And it really hasn't been disturbed at all. Lots of times trees like this. Look at the size of that maple tree. Holy crap. Something that size usually would cave the wall right in. So I haven't even detected or began to dig or anything inside this place. And that's a good size one. Man, oh man. There'd be a lot of digging in here, I'm sure. So anyways, check that out. What a spot. Alright folks, so I'm out of here for now. Hopefully go make a bottle sale. Thumbs up, comment down below. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you like this sort of thing, I got all kinds of videos, over 1,000 videos in my library. So check them out. Over and out. Have a great day, everybody.
Meanwhile.
Look at that. Probably 130-year-old pair of scissors. Maybe even older. Little tiny pair. Cool.